And we're live.
So you said you want Wings on the show?
I do. I feel like it would
Are
be
you
good.
ponying up the 10K?
10K seems excessive.
Well, what would you think would you be willing to lay down?
I feel like we shouldn't talk about it publicly.
Uh,
But into the 2, maybe even 3 digits.
High 2 digits, I hope.
I don't know. We've never paid for anyone to come on the show before,
That's true.
unless you somehow count that Chris Hansen scenario, which doesn't count because he voluntarily came over on the show, and he technically owes us some of his time.
That's exactly true.
For the money we actually donated to his Kickstarter, so that does not count. So we've never paid for anyone. Are we going to really start with him?
I think it would be good for he should recognize the promotional opportunity, right? There's a world of people who care about him watching this show who might not be tuning into him. If they could see him, his next stream would get it 4 digits.
Maybe he could come in and give his side of the story. Maybe we could ask him some of these questions that befuddle us. Some of these, point out some of these things that he says and does, and be like, "Hey, why'd you do that?"
I know I fussed at him like 3 or 4 shows ago after
Did
the
you?
charisma thing. Yeah.
Did you? I don't recall.
Yeah, probably went by. You didn't notice.
I'm a NASCAR driver who people only tuned into to watch crash and.
Yeah. Well, I must have zoned out for that 7 minutes.
Dude, at one point Taylor thought I was reading it, and then I watched a Minnesota Burns podcast too. Is it called Dude Comedy? I forget, but they have a podcast going on, and they thought I was reading from something as well. And it was really complimentary to me. I liked it. In the same way that Taylor has been accused of doing steroids, and he's like, "Huh, you think?" That's how I felt when they thought I had it pre-planned, and but it wasn't pre-planned.
It was just from the heart.
I was very upset at the time, but as is Wing's superpower, that just kind of fades away.
Yeah, you get a couple banquet meals in you, and you feel all better again.
Don't we all? I would love to have him on. You have him on and just hear what he has to say, laugh with him a little bit. I bet he'd enjoy his time. I bet if he's watching this, he's thinking he wouldn't enjoy his time. But Wings, you were wrong. You would like this. It would be a blast. It would be
I bet it would help his stream as well.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. He would have $1,000 day if he came on this show. It would be pretty cool, I think. Chiz will never book it, so we would have to actually do something. We would have to book it. I would have to book it probably. But yeah, hit me up on Skype if you want to do it, Wings.
You'd have to get in touch with Wings' agent.
You really think that Chiz wouldn't book it?
I do think that. I do think that. Yeah, I think that. I think that Chiz would have no interest in having every time we ask for him. He says no, doesn't he? Am I crazy?
Yeah. And part of it is sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy, because Wings always blames Chiz for his removal from this show, and that's just not. He's like, yeah, Chiz poisoned their minds against me, like Sauron, apparently. Like he gave each
like
of them
Grima
a ring.
Wormtongue.
Yes. He poisoned their minds and twisted them against me, and he was the deciding vote. He's got all these crazy ideas about how that thing went down.
It's not how I remember it. I just think it'd be fascinating.
Yeah, it was Lefty leading the charge. He was like, "Get him out of here."
Oh, if I would tell you what Lefty said if it wouldn't get the show demonetized.
Most of the things Lefty would say in private would get the show demonetized. It was just
hate
like they put that Scottish fellow in prison the other day for teaching his dog to do the Nazi salute. Lefty started every time you called him like his meeting was just then clearing out, and everybody was
tearing the Nazi flags off
the
thing. He's taking his uniform off, switching into street clothes. Throws that hat across the room.
Yeah,
he looks.
That's why he never
though.
showed his legs. He was wearing those nice jack boots.
Yeah, they're stylish.
They are stylish. Yeah,
none of this is true. Lefty's not a Nazi.
Of course not.
No,
but you just have to know that. Yeah, the Nazis had much better when a Russian a Soviet soldier rather, was like walking over the body of a dead German, like there was some resentment there of like, wow, they've got way better shit than us. They didn't even give me a gun initially. He said, Sergey, here's potato, cut piece off, you may be able to plant more food.